Hi, I'm Threesa Milligan. I'm Director of Pro Bono Services for the King County Bar Association in Seattle, Washington. And one client that I will always remember is a woman who was facing homelessness. Her situation was she and her husband some years ago did not have money to rent an apartment, so they ended up living in a motel, and they stayed there for several decades. And it turned out the other people lived at this motel also were long-term residents. And one day they were informed by the owners that they had 24 hours to get out. She, by this point, was an elderly woman. She had lost her husband. She had an adult, very disabled son. She was a sweet, sweet woman, but very naive. Unsophisticated, didn't know what to do. She started calling around looking for emergency housing and got referred to us. We sent a volunteer attorney to talk to her, and he realized that she had a claim as a bona fide tenant because of the length of time that she'd stayed there and the way this motel operated. Of course, the motel owners disagreed. He ended up doing litigation on her behalf and on behalf of other people who lived at this motel. And afterwards actually was instrumental in getting some legislation changed so that it became clearer that these folks did have rights. And this woman when she told her story, she just talked like it was the end of the world for her. She did not know what to do. She had a total innocent person, had been paying her rent, all that stuff, and was just facing being on the street. And she just got tears in her eyes, and she said, without the help of my pro bono attorney, I don't know if I'd even be here today. And I will just always remember that. And it just gives me, personally, as someone who runs a pro bono program, it reminds me that the intervention of a volunteer attorney can make the difference between being on the street and having a place to live. It really was just night and day for her, and we owe it to ourselves to continue this work and give our private bar the opportunity to make a difference in people's lives.